Yeah, old school. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this ain't for everybody. Some of y'all need to hear this. I know you're in the trenches fighting, but check it out. I'm gonna put it down like this so I can help the saints understand. Everything you're going through is all part of the master plan. Or what? You thought because you got saved everything was gonna be peaches and cream? You better wake up, son. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Faith without works is dead. Read your Bible, you know what it says. He who don't work don't eat. Slackers don't get fed. Yeah, Jesus said he who puts his hands to the plow looks back the same ain't fit. Some of y'all ain't been in the trenches 5 minutes and you about ready to quit. I ain't mad at ya, I'm just hitting you with the real. If you died for me and I was still tripping, now how you think that make you feel? Check this out, deep game, this here's deep. Some of y'all ain't sawing nothing but you studied trying to reach. But after him who is able to possess your fathers by his glory. Struggles might be part of your testimony, but it ain't the end of the story. Now the point is this was prophesied way back in the day. Choir, sing your hook right here and see if the church can relate.
I know we can make it. Oh, we can make it. I know good and well. I can work it out. He'll work it out. Work it out. Yeah, he'll work it out. I know we can make it. We can make it. I know good and well. I can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah.
Thinking not strange, the fiery trials were to try you. You say, why you? But your church say, what would Jesus do? Why you asking if he ain't trying to do what he's saying? He told you he was going to have tribulations, but you thought he was playing. 1 minute you tell him how good God is and can't nobody beat your talk. The next minute you're backsliding so fast, it's like you're moonwalking. Oh yeah, I'm preaching to myself because I ain't no better. It ain't like I've been following his every word, obeying it to the letter. So we soldiers, we got to remember that. Regroup, stay on point. Yeah, bow down, confess, repent, stay humble, let him anoint. It ain't easy as I thought it was. I'd be lying if I told you that. But it showed up getting better all the time. Trust me, that's a fact. Ain't nothing we going through that can't be handled. God put that on his son. Like they say, you can shout now if you want to, because the battle's already won. So while you're going through the valley, don't even trip. You're going to be on top. Choir, sing the hook line one more again. This time you don't stop.
I know we can make it. We can make it.
Yeah, we're going to pump the brakes right there, because I know we can make it. I just had to give a minute to Big Boy Upstairs. You know, it's my belief and hope it is with yours as well that Big Boy Upstairs is going to do some things and going to help us make it through some these these troubling times we're dealing with right now. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole bunch of mess going on out there in the world. Don't even want to turn on the TV because there's always something going on. But anyway, it's your host, Lamont Patterson, and you listen to I Am Indie. You know, that show that brings you the greatest and the latest. You know what I mean? We got a great show as usual lined up for you. You know, we're going to be talking about a little country, a little pop, a little rock, a little bluegrass. You know, we got a dynamic artist is going to be joining us 1 second here, Mr. Remus Tucker. So let me see if he's in the building. Mr. Tucker, are you with us?
Absolutely. How you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. A little cold out here in Colorado, but other than that, great.
Well, Colorado, that's how it is in Colorado, isn't it? Does it be cold majority of the time, or you get some hot days?
You got that right. And snowy.
And snowy, man. Shoot, man, that's cool though to have some snow for a change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
well,
been
anyway,
actually pretty nice here until just yesterday. But yeah.
Huh. Oh, well, that's great, man. Listen, Mr. Tucker, I'd like to always start off the show with, I guess, I don't know, I'm giving you the floor, you know, to talk a little bit about who you are. And then I'll jump in with the questions, and then we're going to play some of your music, and then we're going to find out all about Remus Tucker and the Remus Tucker Band today.
That sounds good to me.
So, Remus, I understand that you came from a family of musicians.
Yeah, my family, you know, they weren't professionals or anything, but, you know, when I was a kid, the thing that people did, we didn't have much money, so we sat around and we sang songs and played music. My dad would get out his banjo or dulcimer, and we'd sit there and sing, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, and just a whole bunch of other old timies, and just do that for our evening after we got done eating our meal. And that just kind of stuck with me. I've always had a love of music and a love of performing. And my brother actually was a great guitarist, and just kind of stuck with it. And, here I am today doing what I absolutely love.
What is a dulcimer for our listeners that don't really know what that is?
Dulcimer is an old time instrument that you basically lay on your lap, and you have a stick in one hand and the pick in the other, and you basically slide the stick up and down the strings and strumming the dulcimer, making the notes. So it's a real old Appalachian type of an instrument.
Okay, well, see, I'm sure you just educated a whole bunch of our listeners, because I was trying to think, what is that myself?
Yeah, you don't see it much anymore, but yeah, it's one of those things that anybody could pick up and just start playing a tune.
So what is your favorite instrument?
Oh man, that's hard to nail down. Love the harmonica. I love playing guitar. The thing I really love doing is singing. So that's kind of my best instrument right there. But yeah, I like to tinker with most anything. I like to play the mandolin. I play mandolin on stage sometimes, once in a while when I feel the urge to. But yeah, I think my voice is probably the thing that I really love doing most, because I feel like it's the most expressive for me.
When was how were you with the first time you really stepped out? I know you're doing your thing with your family. What was the first time you stepped out in public?
Oh man, first time was probably I think I was like 16. Went to audition for this hair band, and they let me kind of sit in and do a few things there, and they said, yeah, I could hang out with them and play with them. So just kept doing it ever since, jumping around to different genres and stuff, and eventually found my feet and started pushing everything else. And here I am now doing the Remus Tucker Band, and it's been a wild ride.
So when you first entered into this entertainment music business, has it panned out to be everything that you thought it would be, or can you tell us a little bit about your trials and tribulations so far?
Absolutely. Well, the music industry is not what it used to be. It's a lot more open to people. So if there are people out there that have talent, they can just get out there and do it. But when I was coming up, it was not like that. You could go out and play, and you could go out and perform and stuff like that, and people would just pat you on the head and say, "Oh, good job." But actually getting into the industry was not that easy. And you had to really kind of travel and hit a lot of places for people to know who you were. And that's kind of the thing that I found when I was just starting out, is that I could play all over the place, and people would forget your name, from one second to the next, because you're just a local guy and stuff like that. But then once people start to get to know you, then you get that following. But record industry was a little closed, and not that it's not closed now. But
do you feel like that was because of the internet? Do you think the internet had a lot to do with that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Once the internet kind of hit, and we had all these sharing sites out there, MySpace came up, and every musician I knew who could carry a tune was on MySpace. And so, yeah, the internet has really kind of blown the lid off of it. And then with streaming stations out there now, it's incredible. Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google, all of these different places that people can put their music and hit a much wider audience. But it's kind of deceiving a little bit, because once you get your stuff out there, people may hear it, they may find it, they may not. So you've got to really kind of still hit the road like in the old days to kind of get people to figure out who you are and to come and check you out. But still, you have a much wider area of distribution and audience than you did back in the old days.
Right. I'm glad you kind of touched on that now, because I came from that era as well, when they had, record stores and one-stops, and it'd take a week and a half to get a record from here to, across the pond and stuff, and now you can do it in less than 30 seconds. And even though you got these different platforms today where you can put, the music on, just like you mentioned, but if don't nobody know about you, it still doesn't really mean anything. So you still got to get out there. You still got to get out there and stomp them streets. You know what I mean? And I remember back in the day, and I don't know if you ever did this, because people always call me and want to know if I could get them a job. Can you get me a gig somewhere? And I'm like, well, it's a little difficult if don't nobody know you, So you really got to increase your market share before you can start asking somebody to pay you. And then I asked him this question too, Remus. I say, well, who would you pay to go see that you don't know? And then they start scratching their head, right? I say, well, it's the same thing for you.
Yeah.
I say, because I remember back in the day, I used to have to pay a club to let my band or my group perform, and once, they got to kicking up some dust, I didn't have to do it no more. But we call that priming the pump.
Exactly. And that's the thing, back in the day when I was doing the hair bands, metal bands, stuff like that, this is back in the the 80s and stuff. Nobody wanted to hear you unless you wanted to play like, somebody's private party, or you wanted to play like a high school or something like that. But if you wanted to go and play in a good club, you better either have made some waves out there, or open up your pocketbook and be willing to pay for the stage. That's about it.
Yeah. But if you're a serious artist, you do what you got to do, because once you get up there and bring it, you don't have to do that anymore. And the fact that you were up there, you probably get hit for 2 or 3 other gigs just because you did that. So it all works out in the end,
Absolutely. Well, yeah, that's kind of the thing that you find. A lot of promoters and a lot of people, booking other clubs. They're hanging out there, seeing what the new talent is. And if you're up there putting your money down and you're terrible, well, nobody's gonna want to talk to you. But yeah, I mean, I back in the day, just getting people calling you up saying, hey, saw you at such and such, and let's get you to this club and see what we can do. And yeah, that carried on for quite some time. And nowadays, it's easier to get gigs, but it's not any easier to get paid. You know what I mean?
Right. That is so very true. So very, very true. And the other thing I'm going to just speak on real quickly and get your opinion on this, and then we can jump on something else. And we're speaking on the internet for our listeners, because a lot of people don't realize, because of the shift, and it is so many things out there to listen to, it's important that everybody really do their due diligence and understand this is the music business. It's not the music play. And the way A&R departments work, the first thing they're going to want to look at, they want to look at your social networking situation. They look at your likes, and they look at all that stuff and see how active you are. And then if that's impressive to them, then they'll listen to music. Back in the old days, they didn't have that, so they didn't have no choice but to listen to your music first. But see, now they don't do that. They try to see what everybody else is thinking about you first, before they even give you the opportunity to even hear what you're doing. So,
yeah,
it's important to have.
Well, it actually,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
And that's interesting you mentioned that, because because there are a lot of PR companies out there that do social networking strictly for musicians. They're out there hitting the books, because it takes a lot of effort. People don't realize, they think, oh, the internet, just put your music out there and you'll become famous. Like, nah, you got to really get people interested, and you got to get people wanting to listen to your music and share it and all that stuff. Because record labels and AR people, they just don't want to have to do that. I mean, they want to make sure that you've got a following first before they even give you a chance. And that's kind of like where you that's the first step in the music industry, is get your social media up. Get people talking about you.
Yeah. That is so very important now, and I guess that's I don't know. I guess the millennials don't really have too much problem with that, because a lot of them are more computer literate than, should I say, a lot of the old school artists that had to really re-educate themselves.
Yeah, totally. I think with like even people like Robert Plant and stuff like that, they're out there. They've got a pretty good social footprint. And I remember when David Bowie started getting into a lot of the technical stuff, a lot of the online stuff, a lot of computer stuff. People thought he was kind of crazy, but he was a visionary, and he knew what was coming down.
Yes, I like David Bowie a lot. Well, Remus, you want to talk about your band? No, let's do this. Let's play one of your songs, man, and we'll get back and we'll chop it up a little bit more. We have Lonely Mile queued up for you real quick here. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Lonely Mile. That is basically a song that I wrote after a long night playing the club. And came home, and I'm like, this is just, do I really want to do this as a living? And so I figured I would tell people my experience of the road, and this is what it's like. And this song kind of is that. It's telling everybody what it's like.
All righty, then. Everybody, you know what I like to say. Turn the air conditioner up, let the windows down, and put your ear on this. This is Remus Tucker, y'all. Lonely Mile.
Lonely room, life in the dark, broken needle, where the music starts. An electric guitar and the rest of the whispered secret. At the end of this road, the mirror shows eyes that lost their glow. Making gypsies waiting for my head. Another long night, time to play again. My still heart is beating
million mile. Remus Tucker, y'all. That was great, man. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Who's doing the guitar work on there?
That is my guitarist, Tommy, Tommy Williams, and Jimmy Clinton's doing the other guitar work on there. They do the stage with me, and they are some good friends of mine, and Tommy is just a shredder. He's a blistering guitarist, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I just heard his work, man. That's fantastic, man. I really like that. Who would you
That's one thing. It was
compare?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry. No,
I was
go ahead.
going to say that I searched. I searched hard and long for Tommy, and when I found him, he brought kind of a little bit of a harder edge to the whole thing, and it was just a perfect fit.
How many members in your band?
There are 4 other than me, so 5 members total. So we got 2 guitars, bass, and drums, and me.
All right, yeah, you guys definitely got that sound. So let me ask you this: when out there on the planet, who would you say your sound is similar to, if anyone at all?
Oh man, it's kind of a little mixture of a bunch of different people. Because my influences are many. So I would say probably Blackberry Smoke mixed with a little bit of Leonard Skinner, stuff like that. Maybe even a little bit of Zeppelin thrown in, because I do have that kind of a hard edge to the vocals a little bit. So yeah, I think it's a mixture of different sounds, which kind of makes it a little unique. So.
Right, definitely that. If you could rock the stage with anybody out there, who would it be?
Oh man, that's a good question. And this might sound kind of funny, since I'm doing this type of music and stuff, but I would love to share the stage with Robert Plant. I met him many years ago. I was basically just kind of hanging around on tour with Betty Levette, who is another amazing performer. And I met him backstage, and I was there watching his show, and he is an amazing person. And I would love to do something with him, and I'd love to even share the stage with Betty, just because she's a fantastic vocalist and just an amazing person in general.
That always helps.
Absolutely.
That part always helps. When you're songwriting, Remus, where do you draw your I guess your I just got lost for words. Okay, where you draw your inspiration from? I mean, is it based from your personal experiences, or how did your songs come to you?
Yeah, it is basically my personal experience. If I come up with a melody, it's because I've been through something, and I just had to write it down. Somebody else comes up with a melody that touches something that's happened in my life. The words just flow. But yeah, it's from my own experiences through life and what I've been through. Because I've been around a long time, and I've lived a lot, and I've done a lot of things. Some good, some not so good. And so I can pull on a lot of that and put it down, kind of share with people. And, my experience is kind of like everybody else's. I'm not unique, and I just have the ability to take and put it down so people can kind of live that and hear that, knowing that, they're not alone. And, human condition is an interesting thing. And, being able to put it down on paper and record it is incredible. So, yeah, from my experiences, just living life, man. That's where I get it.
Yeah, and I think that's where, I guess that's the soul right there. You can't talk about something if you haven't experienced it, can you? But I guess that's not exactly true.
Absolutely.
I hear people do that every day. Hey, look, I hear people talk about
right,
stuff
Well,
every day. They come out of the side of their neck.
Exactly. And it's like, you haven't lived that,
Yeah.
But yeah, you
and,
know,
and it's funny. You know, it's funny when somebody does that to a person that really, really know. I mean, that's all bad.
Yeah, I know, and you know that's why I like the old blues performers and stuff, because you know they've been there, they've lived it, and they're putting this stuff down, and you're like, yeah, that's where it is, and you know, even some of the old you know, bluegrass stuff, it's like, you guys have lived this stuff, you know, you're putting down what you've experienced, and yeah, you get somebody out there who has lived maybe 18 years, and they start singing about their trials and tribulations, and it's like, honey, you ain't there yet. So
you ain't been through nothing yet. Just wait. So
Absolutely.
Tell me, what else do you do when you're not doing music?
Oh man, well, music is my life, but you know, I do get out and do stuff. I live on a small little farm up in the mountains of Colorado, and so I got chickens and stuff. I like to head out in the hills, go hunting and stuff like that, and sometimes just hang out in the mountains for a while, you know. But when I'm not doing that, I'm always doing music, because that is my love. I mean, that's my life, right? So that everything is kind of wrapped around that. But when I'm out there doing my own thing, out there in the mountains and stuff, I'm always thinking about, you know, what could I write about this? You know, what kind of song could I write about this? So the wheels are always turning.
Right. I have to seem like outside like that, man. You should get a lot of inspiration, man. A lot of things come to you, because a lot of people really don't slow up and to even have that experience. Yeah,
and that's kind of the thing that a lot of people don't realize, is that they think they can just sit in a room and you know, put something down. It's like, well, that's fine, but get out there, you know, see what's going on, and kind of draw your inspiration from everything, you know. And like when I'm doing shows, you know, I'm talking to people. I'm out there finding out what's going on with people, you know, what is life. And that's, you know, that's where a lot of the stuff comes from. But yeah, you know, I do like to blow off a little bit of steam sometimes, and so getting out in the mountains, man, that just kind of cleanses my soul.
You didn't mention fishing, though.
You know why? Because fishing in Colorado is an art, and I am just not that artful with it. You know, you got these guys out there. Oh, you got these guys out there with, you know, with thousands of dollars of fly fishing equipment, and just doing that stuff in the rivers. It's like, it's beautiful to watch, but I'm too clumsy.
That's funny. That's funny. That's almost like me trying to teach myself how to paint. You know, I don't even want to begin until I have the whole gear. You know what I mean? With the little tam, the whole smock, I got to have the whole outfit. Like, that's going to help me learn faster.
Right. It gets you in that frame of mind. Well, you know, with my luck, you know, I'd be out there trying to fly fish, and I'd probably hook some guy next to me, you know.
Well, that too is an experience.
That's true.
Remus, we got Midnight on the Bayou queued up for you. We're going to let our listeners put their on this one as well.
Yeah, that song is fun. That's basically when I spend a lot of time, you know, down south, and yeah, that's kind of those experiences down south. So yeah, it's definitely full of that atmosphere.
All right. Well, listeners, like I like to say, let the windows down, turn the air conditioner up, and put your ear on this. This is Remus Tucker and the band with the Midnight on the Bayou.
Where the Delta runs wide, river back to the tide. Little patch of heaven where I call home, where I keep my black hair bone. A whole lot of loving and a Jomo back foot is what I keep there to pull. I keep my baby
With your host, Lamont Patterson. I'm independent, but a minute. I'm feeling fine all the time. On my pride, I am indeed. Alicia Rain at the wave.
Yes, we're back with our guest today, Remus Tucker from the Remus Tucker Band. And that was another fantastic
Howdy,
song,
y'all.
man.
Thank you.
Definitely, man. I definitely had my head bobbing over here.
Sweet. Yeah, it's got one of those little kind of tunes that move you, get you going.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's hey, look. Isn't that what it's about? That's so important because if you get somebody's head moving, then they're gonna hear the lyrics. They're gonna hear the message. Then, because if you can't get the head moving, they don't care what you're talking about. They just don't.
That's exactly right. Totally agree.
Yeah. They just don't. So what's next for the Remus Tucker Band?
Oh, man, we are going into studio getting some songs done up. We'll be releasing those singles coming up soon. And then we are looking at putting together just kind of a regional tour to start out. And then once we get that under our belt, then we're going to start expanding out further. I got a lot of songs that I need to get out there. So we're going to just keep churning them out, man, and get them out there on the road and start meeting people. We've been doing this for a while, and now it's time to really take it further. We've got the music playing all over the world right now, which is good. And I want to see people's faces. I want to actually see them face to face. So that's our next goal, is to get that going. We're refining our sound. The Midnight on the Bayou was more country. We are making it a little bit edgier, a little harder, and just kind of picking up the pace and setting the bar a little bit higher.
Well, that's fantastic, because even today our show is on 12 different platforms, so that's getting the music out there just a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate it, too, having me on here.
That's a little bit more. So have you guys been out of the country, or you just been touring locally?
We've just been touring in the United States. So our stuff is playing in Australia, it's playing in mainland Europe, it's playing in the UK. We've got a lot of listenership in Sweden, Norway, stuff like that. I tell you, Norway bartenders love the Remus Tucker Band. They do. I get notifications from them all the time. Hey, we're playing this in our bar. So, but I want to do some European touring. I've got a buddy of mine who's touring with Sturgill Simpson right now, and he just tells us it's fantastic that now's the time to kind of hit with this kind of music. So I would love to get over there.
Yeah, man, that's a nice place to go to, man. I love it over there in Europe. I always have a great time, man. The people, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it seems like there's more true audiophiles there in Europe. They're really more into the music, I mean, it seems like if artists go there, it seems like if an artist go over there and blow up over there, you automatically accept it here for some reason.
That's exactly right. Well, it's kind of crazy because I lived over in London for a year, and I was really kind of blown away. People really, really love their music, and they will pick up a group or an artist, and they will run with that group or artist just because they are so devoted and dedicated to it. So, yeah, absolutely. And especially like Australia, we've got a lot of stuff playing down there, and the DJs down there are just going crazy with it, and they are loving it. So, yeah, they are just fantastic.
Man, that is so great, man. I'm definitely glad to hear that. But I got something else queued up for you, man. South of New Orleans, and I don't know why I'm thinking about crawfish and stuff. I spent some time down there in New Orleans, man. I tell you what, I gained 50 pounds just as soon as I hit the city. The food is incredible, The food's incredible. The people are amazing. You just can't beat it. If anybody gets a chance to go and spend some time in New Orleans and all Louisiana, do it, because you will never look at the world the same again, especially food. Yeah, just the music scene is awesome, too. They got some great musicians come out of there.
Oh, yeah. That you go down there, and it's you kind of get afraid to play because there's somebody sitting over there who can just blow you away.
And they do it so effortlessly. You know what I mean?
I know. They just pull it out and it's like, oh, no, I'm going home.
Yeah. But Remus, here we go. South of New Orleans, everybody. Let the windows down, turn the air conditioner up. Put your ear on this. This is South of New Orleans.
Texas, they all know me, where's the Baton Rouge? But if I ever lose your loving girl, there will be nothing left to lose.
of New Orleans, Remus Tucker Band, everybody.
That sounds
another
kick.
great
That
one, sir.
song's a lot of fun to play.
I know. I was just
Thank you.
picturing you guys on the stage doing that.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that we used to close the night out with that. Then we started closing out Golden Mile, but it's one of my favorite songs to sing because it gets me worked up.
I could see how. It definitely seemed to want to get the energy pumping. Remus, I had a question for you, man, that was like kicking around inside my brain, so I'm going to have to get it out. What would you tell, what advice would you give any other up-and-coming artist that's trying to do what you're doing?
Oh, man, don't let anybody tell you to cut your hair. Don't let anybody tell you to stop playing music, and just keep beating the bushes and do what you love. Because I tell you what, even if it's only you that loves it right now, you may hit just right, and people will just fall in love with you. Because there are so many people out there in this world, billions and billions of people who probably want to hear your music. So don't be discouraged. Just keep doing it. Keep on the internet. Keep doing videos. Keep doing your social media. Keep writing. Keep playing. Keep creating. Because that's what makes the world go around. Creating something unique and wonderful that can touch people's hearts and souls. That's important. So we need art. We need music. So don't ever stop.
Wow, very well put, very well spoken. And also remember, nothing beats a failure but a try. Exactly.
And, if you never try, you'll never know. And it's always going to be in the back of your mind, so try.
Definitely that. Remus, we're going to put honky tonk and rock and roll on them. What you think?
You know what? That sounds good. I like that song, too.
Everybody, you know the drill. Let the windows down, turn the air conditioner up, and put your ears on this one, boy. This is Remus Tucker Band and honky tonk and rock and roll. I like the name, like the sound of that.
Thank you.
Rock
she loves the nightlife, the high life way, the honky tonk and rock and roll. You know she loves the nightlife, the high life way, the honky tonk and rock and roll.
All right, the Remus Tucker Band. Remus, while we got the attention, man, we're going to run another one right back on them before they get the chance to sit down.
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, this is your love cuts, everybody. Remus Tucker Band.
Take 'em back. I can't be singing those in front of all my friends. I'm thinking about a gold-plated Mercedes-Benz. I took my baby on our first-class trip to France. She said there's just one thing, yeah, you need to take a chance. I know you love me, but you haven't pleased me yet. We need to take a limo until private jet, yeah. Your love cuts me like a knife. Cuts me like a knife to the bone. Yes, it does. Say your love cuts me like a knife. Cuts me like a knife to the bone. I love my baby, wanna keep her satisfied. She said she really loves me, well till the day I die. Here's our proposal, hope you don't take it wrong. Could we bring it clear? This is why I wrote this song, yeah. Your love cuts me like a knife. Cuts me like a knife to the bone. Yes, it does. Say your love cuts me like a knife. Cuts me like a knife to the bone. Caviar and champagne. I said, can I ask a favor? She said, if you make it plain. You say you love me, but do you like me too? She gave me a look and said, that's just too much for me to do. Well, your love cuts me like a knife. Cuts me like a knife to the bone. Yes, it does. Well, your love cuts me like a knife. Cuts me like a knife to the bone.
Okay, your girl Miss Dramaganza, check. Lip gloss, check. Mascara, check. I am Indie with the homie K Diddy, check, check. You listening to Blog Talk Radio, baby, and I love you for it. Mwah.
Yes, we're back today with our guest, Remus Tucker from the Remus Tucker Band, and another great, great song, man. Really love your music.
Thanks, man. That's kind of one of my swingy ones that I love to pull out there once in a while.
Yeah, well, you definitely got some great songs, man, and I'm going to be looking for you to come down toward the West Coast here.
You know, we are actually talking about that. We're gonna go out a little east first, and then we'll kind of make our way back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We got a new single that we just released called "Come On," so we're gonna be going out there pushing that as well. And so yeah, we got a lot in the works. So
yeah, we were looking for that. My assistant said we didn't have that one, so I would have played it.
Oh, that's all right. I've talked to my my people.
Maybe next time next time you come through, you get to bring it for us. But listen, man, we down to the last minute or so of the show, man. Tell everybody where they can go get with you, man, where they can get your music.
They can get us on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play. They can check out our stuff on remustucker.com. All over the place. You can check us out. Just do a Google search on Remus Tucker, and it comes right up. So, yeah, come out there, join us on the airways, and come see us when we play in your town.
Absolutely. Fantastic, man. And I want to thank you very much for taking time out to come chat with us and let us know a little bit more about you. For the ones that don't know, now they know, so they have no excuse, man. And keep up what you're doing, man. And I know there's just great things in store for you and your band.
Thank you, Lamont. I really appreciate it, man. I tell you, when we come out to the West, I will be looking for you to come back and kind of hang out with us.
Yep, we'll be there. I'll definitely be there, man, and come back through with that song as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Everybody, Remus Tucker, if you miss this part of the show, any part of the show, it'll be available worldwide in about 2 minutes, so you don't have no excuse. Ask your mama, ask your daddy, ask your neighbor, ask the gardener across the street where he hears it, so you don't have no excuse not to hear it, all right? All right. Great stuff. Great show. Love you guys, and we'll be back next week, same time. Yes, thank you, too. So come back and see us next week, same time, everybody. I am Indy right here.
This is Sweet Tea Love coming to you live in total bliss. You are listening to the best of I Am Indy on Blog Talk Radio with your host, K. Diddy. Ciao.
Without your touch, I've